a showdown in the NFC North. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers, and it's coming up next.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Ford Field. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
There was a lot of questions surrounding Jordan Love. Was he the long-term answer in Green Bay following in the footsteps of the legendary Aaron Rodgers? And I think last year in his first season as a full-time starter, he certainly quieted a lot of those questions. He spent time early in his career watching from the sideline, and he wasted no time showing he's one of the top young quarterbacks in the entire league.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That is brought in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Two runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off this is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. The ball comes out. The Packers have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Packers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll have a golden opportunity to get on the board first as they start 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2. What do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Love. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. Whoa. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Love. And he's in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have...
Dobbs headed in motion. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Love to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. Like, there, fortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Here's Love. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he's going to be swallowed up. Taken down. Sacked back at the 5.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down. Like, the issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown.
And he'll take it on in. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Green Bay. And And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal. To the air once more is McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. They'll run the toss here with Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. So last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. So with a 4th and goal looming, we reach the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got...
And he will take this one across into the end zone. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Minnesota. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Out comes the kicker. Big spot for Anders Carlson. This to even the score late.
Right at tackle miss. I mean, you got to be able to rely on your kickers at this stage of the game. But he can't come through, and this one stays a 3-point game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Now he takes off. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They run straight ahead with Jones. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that one had too much behind it. The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able...
This is 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. There's Jefferson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete. but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call. So after the penalty, a break as they now have 1st and 5. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He's going to air this one out. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out, and this game is over. So, it's a win for the Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.